Hello, friends. This is Deepak Mishra once again, and I welcome you back to the channel on this snowy Sunday morning. I'll show you some. It's snowing here since yesterday. Nordheim, Germany. You can see this looks good. Temperature is -5 degree outside. So, after having seen this wonderful climate outside and snowfall, we'll come to the topic, and the topic for today is the costs of post graduation in Germany. I get a lot of questions from candidates who want to pursue post graduation in Germany, and they send me emails. They ask me emails and Facebook messages, and they ask me how much cost should they expect before starting on this track. That's a very logical question. Everybody has that question in the back of their mind, unless they're super rich kind of guys. Uh, Here I will try to break it down for you step by step how much it is going to cost. We'll start with first of all the language. You all know from other videos, and you also know probably beforehand that languages are the language course is the most important part. You have to spend say almost a year, you can say 6 months to 8 months to 1 year, depending upon if you pass the exam in first attempt or you take second attempt, or you take if you take all the courses and you pass all the exams. It's are different for each individual. So the fastest what you can do is in 6 months, A1 to B2 or C1 fast, or you can take your own time and do it slowly. The time and more time you take, more it's going to cost you, because if you take more courses, you take more exams. It's every exam and every course has its own cost. So approximately you can say that language course is going to cost you, say I'm going to talk in Indian rupees, and it's going to cost you say around 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees, depending upon the institute you choose and depending upon the number of exams you take, if you pass in first attempt or if you have to repeat those exams. So it's going to cost you around 1.5 to 2 lakhs this exam, plus the exact amounts of this courses and the exams. You can go on the websites of Goethe Institute. They are the authentic exam conductors, the authentic language institutes from Germany in and across the world. They are in almost every country, and in India there are like 4 to 5 cities have Goethe institutes: Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Hyderabad, I think Chennai, I think also. Please, you can check it out on the websites. So you can go to this website and find out the course and duration of the costs, and the duration of the courses, and also the exam fees and everything. So that you can do. After you complete your B2, after you're done with your B2, and I would say, recommend C1 as well, because these days without C1 it's very difficult situation to get place without C1. So it's recommended that you do C1 along with your B2 at once. So after your language, you have two options. Either you can apply for hospitation. You can send your emails from India to different hospitals in Deutschland, in Germany, through emails for hospitation, requesting for hospitation. Chances are that you might be allowed to come. You might get a letter that okay, you are accepted for hospitation. You are allowed for like 2 months or 3 months. You can come and you can observe. Hospitation is the observership. You can come and observe. During this thing, you have to take care of all the visa formalities. You have to pay that visa fees. That is not too much, like 5-6 thousand rupees. You have to adjust for you have to um, all the you have to bear all the expenses for your accommodation, for your lodging, boarding, eating, traveling costs. Everything has to be borne by you. The hospital does not support you in any way during hospitation. They just allow you to be in their premises, to be around patients, to see, that too in under supervision of some doctor over there. So, and plus apart from that, they don't have any support for you. You have to do everything on your own, and it's going to cost you like say around 700 to 800 euros per month. You can count like that. Plus, if you're taking interviews that time, if you're applying for assistant Darsteller, you'll have to also bear the traveling costs for interviews, for going to places, and lodging and boarding at those foreign cities where you interview. So this is one way of going through hospitation. Another way these days is for Arbeitssucher visa. Arbeitssucher visa is a job seeker visa. Basically, it's a visa for 6 months where you get all your documents are analyzed and assessed. It's in India itself. When you apply for job seeker visa, you have to apply with all your documents and the fees, visa fees. You can go on the website and check the fees, and plus the document verification costs. That costs around say 30 to 40,000 rupees. That it takes around 2 months, 3 months, depends upon candidate and depends upon the visa, the agency. It is not a very fixed rule that how much it will take, the duration it will take, but can 2 to 3 months. It can be 2 to 3 months. So you guys, when you apply for job seeker visa with the fees and everything, and with duration of 2 3 months, you get a job seeker visa. With job seeker visa, you're allowed to come to Germany to find a job. You come to Germany, you find a job. Once again, here the lodging, boarding, all the costs will be borne by you. So you have to arrange for that. The costs, as I told you already, 700 to 800 per month. And in that time, you have to find a job here. You have to keep applying and interviewing and find a job. So this is a second way which you can do. That is a job seeker visa. Third way is you get admission into a Sprachkurs here. That is a language course over here. What is that? You do your B2 C1 in India, and you keep. There are a lot of patient communication course and Approbation Vorbereitung course. That means approbation preparation exams, and also medical German course. There are a lot of private courses over here. You can check them online, or maybe I will make a list sometime and or make a new video about them and post it here. You can check them individually, which one suits you, the costs of the you can get enrolled with that, and then you come here as a student. You come here as a on a student visa. Now, student visa is more difficult to get because it's a longer duration visa, and for that you need to have a blocked account. Blocked account is a account where you will account in a German bank. Maybe in India you have this Deutsche Bank, that is a German bank in India. You can open an account with that and deposit the money. And the minimum amount is like around 7,000. You can check the exact details on the website of the blocked account for the D visa. That is a student visa, and then you have to pay that much money in that account, and that money will be blocked. And that money will be blocked in the sense, not it's not gone, it's for you. You come here, and every month you can remove a particular amount from that account for your own expenses. It is just a security to the visa officials or the government that this person has his funds, this person has his money in a bank, and this money cannot be taken out all at once. This person can use this money once he's in Germany, monthly, for basic expenses, for rent, for eating, for everything, those things. You can. So this is for student visa. So you can come, you can get enrolled in a institute, get a student visa, and come here. And then from here, along with doing your the language course and whatever you have enrolled into, you can keep searching for jobs and give interviews and like that. This you can do. One more thing is that you can also, some Sprach institutes, they don't need a national visa. They don't need this student visa. They need, they don't have a criteria. So you can come on a Schengen visa as well. Schengen visa is that 90 days temporary visa, tourist visa, for which you do not need a bank account, you do not need anything, you just need all your documents. For that, you don't even have an interview for Schengen visa. It takes around 3 to 5 days, as they call it. Might take longer, maybe a couple of weeks, but then not very long. And when all your documents are in order and you have an invitation from the institute, and you show about your lodging and boarding, if you have a sponsor here who says that okay, this guy is going to has booked with me and going to stay here with me, then that those documents are sufficient for say Schengen visa, it is tourist visa, and you can come on the basis of the tourist visa for 90 days. That is the problem, it's only for 90 days. So if you are coming for a course, Sprach course, or say patient communication course on 90-day visa, and in 90 days you have to visit the course also, and you have to find the job also. The ultimate aim, I have been telling all my videos, the ultimate aim is finding a job. So if you come for just for 90 days visa, with a 90 days visa, and you go half time to the institute, you don't apply for jobs, you don't you keep waiting for I don't know, the course to end, or learning more and more, or you are not able to find a job in like 2 months or maybe 1 month time after your course, then you will have to go back. And this Schengen visa, it is very difficult to convert it into national visa. So that is the problem with Schengen visa. They do convert if you're successful enough to find a job in that 90 days period. People have done it. I have done it myself. I came on a Schengen visa and I got a job and I converted it and extended it. Did not convert it but got it extended. So if you can do that, well and good. If not, then you will have to go back, and then again the entire process, you apply for job seeker visa, get your documents verified, you come back. That is why these days people are avoiding Schengen visa, because in 90 days time they find it difficult to find a job these days. It has become more and more difficult. uh, so people apply for a 6 months job seeker visa, and or they apply for a student visa with a language course enrollment. So the language course enrollment, if you apply for job seeker visa, only those verification costs and the visa cost you'll have to pay plus accommodation. If you apply for national visa, that is this student visa, then the blocked account amount that you have to pay, that is going to be used by you yourself. I mean, but at one time you have to pay that much amount, and plus the course fee for any institute which you take part in. And this is the way, this I have told you, one is still one was language. Now there was three parts, you can choose either of them. Then you come here. Once you come here, you apply for jobs. You go in, do interviews, and once you have done with your interviews, you got selected somewhere. Then you have to apply for Berufserlaubnis. For Berufserlaubnis, you have to prepare all your documents, get it translated. But translation is going to cost you around, say, approximately 400 to 500 euros, depending upon number of your documents. The minimum can be around 350, 400. I cannot tell you perfectly because it depends upon the language, not the language, but the number of documents, and on the translator whom you choose. So before getting a job, you don't need to translate your documents. If you do it, well and good. Some time you have to do it in future. So if you have some money, you can do it. Otherwise, if you don't do it, it's fine. Because I have been getting questions that people are in India doing A1, A2, and they want to translate the documents. I'm like, what for? Maybe by B2 you might change your mind and you don't want to do it anymore. So why do you want to spend that money right now? You don't even need it. So that is the point. After you get your job letter, you translate your documents and send it to Instagram for Berufserlaubnis. Your doctors here, they don't need your documents translated. The authority, the Ärztekammer, that's the medical council, they want it translated. So when you apply to Ärztekammer, then you need it translated. So you get your documents translated, and then you wait for the Berufserlaubnis. Till then you can either go back to India as per your arrangement with the hospital. You can go back to India, or you can keep working as a hospitant here. It's suggested, I would suggest, to stay here and work as a hospitant. Hospitant means observer. Stay there, just you won't be allowed to do anything, but just roam around, keep looking. If you are there, then your job is secure. If you are gone, then not so much. Because if they find somebody else and they are not sure about you, then they might replace you and have somebody else instead, and they'll inform you that okay, fine, you got somebody else. So it's recommended that you stay here, and so that you can also learn. The other part is that if you go back to India and like you come back you say that I'll come back only once I have my Berufserlaubnis, so that I can work and I can learn and I can earn money. Now I'm working just for free, so I won't work that way. That's a very negative thing, because you won't be learning as well, because you need time. You need at least 6 to 8 months to get used to this environment, to get used to this work system in Germany, because that work system in Germany is totally different from that what we have in India or in English speaking countries like America or in US, or in UK, because we have adopted the UK system, the British system, but the German system is not very similar to the UK system. So because everything has to be done in Deutsch, in German, so you will need more and more practice. So it's recommended that you stay here in Germany and improve your German, and also know the work system over here, and so that when you get your Berufserlaubnis, you are ready to work as a doctor, and not you do not become a burden of the department. If you become burden of the department, then you are in the probezeit. Probezeit is the first 6 months of the duration of your like contract. where a hospital can give you a 2 weeks notice and tell you bye bye. Or else, if you find another position or another hospital better than this one, you can tell the hospital with 2 weeks notice that okay, bye bye, thank you very much, I'm going somewhere else. So that first 6 months are very dicey. You have to. That's why first 6 months after your berufserlaubnis, means after you have a first contract, after that those 6 months are dicey. That's proboscite. That's a probation time. So you have to be consistent. You have to be there. You have to work hard so that you fix your position over there. All right, then. I think this was a very clear step by step. I have broken down the things for you. For details of this, you can check the websites which I have mentioned. Because the fees keep changing every time, and I have not checked, honestly speaking, I have not checked the exact amount what it costs. I have given you a rough idea how much, and maths you can do as well. So thank you very much, and subscribe and like to the channel and keep spreading so that other fellows and other colleagues shall also benefit from the information that I have just shared with you guys. I wish you all a very happy new year once again, and I wish you a very healthy and successful year ahead. Thank you very much. Bye bye.